Hey, what's happening? So last week I posted a screenshot, or actually just a picture of all the stuff that I put into my atomic smoothie. And a lot of people are asking for the ingredients list. So today I want to go ahead and give you that ingredients list. Now this might come as a surprise to many of you. I'm not a medical doctor, so obviously you shouldn't listen to anything I say, but honestly, with a grain of salt, I'm not a dietitian, I'm not a medical doctor, I'm just someone who has really spent a lot of time in the last 25 years trying to figure out what makes people's brains and bodies work the way they're supposed to so they can feel and perform the way they want to. So here's where we're gonna start. I've kind of divided all the different ingredients up into 3 different sort of groups. First group is my tried and true. This is what I've been doing for the last 10 to 15 years, this smoothie, and it starts with kefir. So kefir is like it's a dairy product. It's kind of like yogurt, but it's got more stank. It's yogurt, but it's actually got more probiotics. It's actually more fermented than yogurt, and it's more liquidy. So it actually makes a great base for smoothie. Now I mentioned it had a little bit of a stank. It's got that sourness, but I'm gonna show you how we can balance that out. So kefir, and then I put a little bit, by the way, cup of kefir. Then I put about 1/8 a cup, and really it's just a small pour of coconut water. I do that because it gets some extra potassium, but it also kind of adds a little bit of sweetness because like I said, there's a little bit of stank with the kefir. Then my base of fruit is usually berries. I use frozen berries. Berries, antioxidants in berries are amazing. They have fiber. Eat more berries. They're gonna make you younger, run faster, feel better. Now, spinach. Eat more greens. One of the things I'm trying to do always is eat more greens. Even at breakfast, trying to get greens into my diet. If you look at the impact on your health of green leafy vegetables, it's amazing. So I put a handful of spinach. Don't worry, spinach is mild. You don't even taste it. It doesn't even turn it green. Then half a banana. Now, I hear a lot of, oh, well, bananas have sugar. Bananas are high. America is not an overweight country because we eat too much fruit, okay? So I wouldn't be too afraid of fruit. The only reason I cut the banana in half is because when you put a banana into a smoothie, it doesn't matter what else you got in there, it turns quickly into a banana smoothie. So I just use a half so it doesn't take over the whole flavor, but the sweetness balances everything out, and it adds all kinds of electrolytes, all kinds of good stuff. Oatmeal, because freaking oatmeal. I mean, what's bad about oatmeal? Oatmeal's great. So a handful of oatmeal. Fiber is something I'm trying to make sure I get in my diet, but it also breaks down. Good usable carbohydrate. I just did my running. If you want to know, I did a little sprint workout, 3 minutes hard, 3 minutes easy, 5 times. Just did that. And so my body really wants nutrients. I'm going to give it some of those carbohydrates right now. And then my favorite protein, just so you know, they're not paying me. I'm just saying this because I really believe it. This protein, Ascent protein, is what I've arrived at. I've used just pretty much every protein powder there is. This stuff, it doesn't give me any stomach problems. It tastes good, it blends well. And with whey protein is very easily absorbed. If you have a problem with dairy or if you don't like to go the animal byproduct route, I understand, but whey protein is great for after workout. Again, your body really uses it and your body needs protein. So I use a scoop of that. So those are my primaries. If all you got's that, you're gonna have an awesome smoothie. Now I move on to that secondary. I've just kind of added these in the last couple years. Starts with nutritional yeast. And that's a way to get B vitamins. I'm finding I need to find better ways to get good quality B vitamin as I get older. Also, it has, again, fiber. So actually, and this is something too, my daughter likes it on popcorn. It kind of has a cheesy, nutty flavor. Again, it kind of goes against the sour of the kefir and balances everything out. I put about 2 tablespoons of that in there. Then a multivitamin, a liquid multivitamin. Now, do you have to take a multivitamin? Probably not. The research is kind of, the jury's out on that. I like taking a multivitamin, particularly when I'm traveling a lot, eating in restaurants, things like that. I'm not sure I'm getting everything I need, so I take it. I really like this one. This is the Tropical Oasis. I've used this for the last probably 10 years. Tastes good. It's got everything you need. I put it in there. It adds to the flavor of the smoothie. I dig it. Glutamine. You do not have to take glutamine unless you have to. It's called a conditionally essential amino acid, which means that your body makes enough glutamine. most of the time, unless you're under a ton of stress, you're sick, you're not sleeping, you're under an extreme situation. Quite honestly, in my life right now, that's what I'm going through. I'm not really sleeping well. All the things that have happened in the last year, not sleeping well, under a lot of stress. I add glutamine during those times. I just do about a teaspoonful of glutamine, helps with gut health, helps with immunity. It, again, your body, it creates a situation sometimes when you need it, so I'm gonna use it. So that's a glutamine. And then this is my little secret, maca root. Now, if you haven't heard of maca root, if you've heard me talk about things I put in my smoothies, things I like, I've liked maca root for a long time. It's a root, it's actually from the cruciferous vegetable family, which is kind of funny because it doesn't look like a cruciferous vegetable at all, but it's a root. You can get just the pure powder. I like these, it's by Element. They're little capsules. I actually just open up the capsules. I dump 2 capsules. Usually it's about a teaspoon, but it's considered an adaptogen. So it prevents against big hormonal swings. That is an advantage for men and women, particularly as we get older. But I started taking this because I was such a caffeine junkie and I was taking so much caffeine. I wanted to get away from caffeine. And so I started taking this in the morning and there was no like ups and downs like caffeine. It just kept me stable. So I was able to cut caffeine down to almost nothing. I have a little caffeine first thing in the morning, then I'm ready to rock and roll. So that's my secondary. I'm still going. I told you, it's the Atomic Smoothie. There's a lot of stuff in there. You don't have to get all of it. I'm just telling you what I was using. Now this is this third pile of stuff that's kind of new. I'm trying it out, seeing if I like it, see if it does anything. The first thing is these Bloom green powder. Now green powder has a lot of critics. I'm kind of not really sure if green powder is something that's really gonna give me the nutrients I need or if it's just kind of expensive to buy. I'm finding that out. I like the taste of this. What it is, it's vegetables and fruits ground up into a powder. So the theory is you're getting a lot of different fruits and vegetables in this powder. It tastes great. You're getting all those vitamins and minerals. Again, I'm always trying to get more greens in the diet. I recommend that for you too. Do whatever it takes to get greens into your diet. So I'm giving this a try. So far, so good. I like how it tastes. Then we move to Bubs MCT oil. Now I like Bubs, well, because Todd Dorkin gave it to me for free. But actually, so MCT oil, medium chain triglycerides. And medium chain triglycerides have been getting a lot of attention lately because in the research, they found that medium chain, when you consume medium chain triglycerides, stuff they get from like palm oil and things like that, it actually helps with appetite, it helps manage body weight. It also could be an alternative fuel source for endurance. That's kind of not quite established in the literature yet. The research isn't totally in line with that. The research is pretty in line with the weight loss side of things. I can tell you when I take this, I do feel a little bit more energy mid-morning. Placebo effect, I don't know. It doesn't have a taste, it just adds some nutrition, helps with gut health, all kinds of things like that. I put a scoop of this. And then last but not least, peptide. These are collagen peptides. Now collagen, bones, teeth, hair, even our muscles, pretty much everything in our body is made of collagen. Now, you probably heard of people drinking bone broth, and collagen can actually help with gut health and things like that. I really like this stuff. Now, whether or not it's really doing what it says it's doing, helping improve lean muscle mass, doing things like that, again, it remains to be seen. I think it tastes good. If I notice any difference, honestly, I haven't really noticed much yet. I've only been taking this for about a month, but I feel great. All I can say is I feel great. So I take all that stuff, mix it up in the blender, and then drink it, and feel like $1,000,000. Go out and do epic stuff. Yes, it's a lot of food. Yes, it's a lot of energy, but I like to create days that need a lot of energy. Live on purpose. Fuel your purpose. Hey, get out there, fuel a purpose, live on purpose, and I'll see you soon.